So the Wall Street Journal just broke the story. Trump was told his name appears in the Epstein files.
Tonight, a new report that President Trump is named in the Epstein files. And the Wall Street Journal states that he was briefed in May by the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, that his name appeared multiple times, according to senior administration officials. The Journal writes the files contained what officials felt was unverified hearsay about many people, including Trump, who had socialized with Epstein in the past.
So that's not a rumor. That's his own DOJ telling him and the Wall Street Journal publishing it. And just so we're clear, the Wall Street Journal is owned by Rupert Murdoch. You know, the same guy who owns Fox News, helped Trump build his entire reality, and is now being sued by Trump for, what is it now, $10 billion? It turns out, even Murdoch has his limits. And maybe, he's just hedging his bets. Either way, this is the moment where the entire empire turns on itself. But here's what matters. Trump's actual lawyer was meeting for 9 hours with Ghislaine Maxwell. Don't even know how to say her name. Then there's talk of a pardon. There's immunity. And there's a list with Trump's name on it. And the same Republicans who screamed, release the Epstein files, now they're silent. Or worse, just running for the exits. Today we're breaking it all down. The media split, the DOJ back channel, the GOP hypocrisy, and why this whole Epstein saga has become less about justice and more about protecting power. And after the Wall Street Journal reported Trump's name is in the Epstein files, he denied it outright.
Asked by reporters last week if the Attorney General told him his name is in the files, the president denied it.
Did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the files?
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing. And in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen.
So not quietly, publicly, denounced it as fake. He's called it a lie, straight up said it was not true. And suddenly, Caroline Leavitt, his new press secretary, just starts showing up right next to him everywhere. Not at a podium, not at a press gaggle, like right next to him all the time. And here's my theory. She's been caught off guard so many times, she now follows him around just to make sure, their stories line up. Because when your boss is Trump, you don't get a press briefing. You get a live fact check in real time. She's not there for support. She's there to watch the lie come out of his mouth before she's the one that's got to defend it. And speaking of stories not lining up, guess who Trump's suing now?
Trump is now filing a $10 billion defamation lawsuit against the paper, including its conservative owner, Rupert Murdoch. In the lawsuit, Trump alleges the Journal, quote, falsely claimed that he authorized, drew, and signed a letter to Epstein containing salacious language with a hand-drawn naked woman, which was created with a heavy marker, and that no authentic letter or drawing exists.
So Rupert Murdoch, the guy whose media empire gave Trump everything. So without Murdoch, Trump's political career would have peaked at, that one guy from The Apprentice that sold a bunch of gold nonsense. And yet now, because of the Wall Street Journal dared report what his own DOJ said, Trump's hitting him with a $10 billion lawsuit. That's not a defamation suit. That's basically telling him to go F himself. He's trying to burn down the very media bubble that made him president twice. So without Murdoch, Trump had zero chance of maintaining any power. So yeah, biting the hand that fed you, bold move. We'll see how that one works out for you.
No fake gold, fake stats, fake pride. Now the whole world's watching you crash from inside. Talk big, but your walls made of lies and tweets. I'm the voice of the people, bringing fire to the seats. America blare where you padded your wealth. Now karma's knocking, it ain't looking for stealth. You ain't a boss, just a clown in a king's disguise. Time to pull the mask, welcome to your demise.